Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Why so few students in the class these days? Everybody is feeling cold. This is the last topic of your writing section in class 9, which is left. That is diary entry. 5 marks for this. So we'll be doing this now. This is the last one. First, I'll read out a few points and then you read on your own. What is diary entry? It's a piece of writing which reflects a person's thought about a person, an incident, or a place. Whatever you feel about a person, a place, okay, or any particular event, you write it in a diary. This is known as diary entry. What is the supposing you write something today and after 15 years you're going to read something, so memories will come alive. It lightens the burden of your heart. Sometimes you don't want to share some anything with any other person. So the best way is to write it in a diary. It remains connected with special experiences. Suppose you had an experience today from which you learned something. If you write it in your diary, you'll remain connected to it. It nurtures creativity. If you're going to write every day, new ideas or thoughts, when you'll write, you'll get new ideas because you'll become perfect in writing. It keeps you emotionally healthy. How it keeps you emotionally healthy? Everything that you have, you can share it with your diary. Improve ourselves by learning from past experiences. Whenever you'll write, you'll realize what mistake you did today. So when you read your diary, you'll improve yourself. And be thankful for all our achievements. Whatever we have achieved in the entire day, we are thankful. When you're maintaining a diary, it should be written in the first person narrative. First person means I. I did this, I saw this, I went there. So everything has to be the first person, that is I. Language should be informal. We are not writing it so that somebody reads it. Nobody is supposed to read it. You're writing for your own self, so language has to be informal. The last one, it is a record of one's life, so have to be very honest and candid about one's feelings, emotions, and opinions. It's for yourself, so be very honest when you write a diary. It's on your screen. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I'll ask you what is the purpose of writing a diary and what are the valuable points which have to be kept in mind while writing a diary. Read quickly, raise your hands, then I'll start asking. Purpose of diary entry and points to be kept in mind. Then I'll discuss the format with you better.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, Shrishti is in the waiting list. Please let her in.
What time did the class start? What was
Ma'am,
the
at
time
9,
for the 9?
9:50.
What is the time now?
Ma'am, 9:56.
How much time is given to enter a class?
Ma'am, 5 minutes.
Was she there in the meeting earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I'll admit her.
No, ma'am, like she is trying to enter, but she is telling me that you are not letting her in.
I will not let her in if she is late. Why will I let her in? Like this to the entire period only. Anyways, I'll do it today. I'll speak to her.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Srishti, have you joined? Srishti, have you joined, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you have not marked your attendance on the group?
Ma'am, I have marked.
Hmm? Have you marked your attendance on the group?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Are we ready for the questions, class 9C? Whoever is ready,
Yes,
please raise
ma'am.
your hand. Whoever is ready, raise your hands quickly so that I can start asking. Today we need to understand the format of the diary entry and we'll discuss one example also of the diary entry. So first, we'll be talking about the purpose of diary entry. Tell me one by one what is the purpose of diary entry. One point each. Please start one by one. Start, beta.
Ma'am, may I first?
One
Ma'am,
point. One
ma'am,
point each.
diary entry keeps the memories alive.
Continue.
Ma'am,
Next.
ma'am, the
Continue,
diary
beta.
entries are the place where we write the information which we don't want to tell others, but it's lightening our burden of heart.
Okay, good.
Ma'am,
Next.
it keeps diary
Ma'am, it
entry
helps us.
helps.
Everybody. Everybody one by one. Please speak. Hmm.
Ma'am, it helps us to develop new ideas and thoughts.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
diary entry helps us to make us emotionally healthy.
ma'am,
Yes.
it
How?
helps us to
Ma'am, diary
improve our.
entry nurture our creativity.
Okay. And anything else?
Develop new
Ma'am, it
ideas.
helps us to learn from the past experiences.
Very good. It helps us to learn from the
Ma'am,
past
Ma'am, it helps
experiences.
us to remain connected with some special achievements or experiences.
Yes. How can you remain connected? Can you give me an example of what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Like
Yeah.
if any days there where we have experienced some very, we have experienced something which was very helpful to us, so we can just write it in our diary entry because so that whenever we read it, we could learn from that experience.
Ma'am,
Okay, fine. Very good. Continue.
ma'am, the diary entries are also important for archaeologists because if somehow our archaeologist gets it in the future, so it will tell them about the present which we have.
Oh, so you are thinking that this world will end, then we'll all die, then the archaeologist will look for a diary
No,
and they will
ma'am.
get.
No, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, we don't know many things about 1990s because someone know then someone uh, excavated a diary, so it's historically also important.
Okay. Okay,
Ma'am,
fine.
diary entry helps us to develop our creativity.
Hmm. Yes, it helps you to improve your creativity as well. Okay. What are the value points which should be kept in mind?
Ma'am,
ma'am, it
first
should be
the
written in
language should
informal
be
language.
informal.
Language should be informal. What do you mean by informal here?
It's ma'am, like the language which we can express, like which is easy to express.
Okay. Whatever we are doing now, is it formal or informal
Yes,
language? We are discussing things. Are we discussing in a formal way or informal way?
Ma'am,
ma'am, it is a
informal.
formal.
Informal.
Informal, ma'am.
Formal or informal, beta?
Ma'am, informal.
I'm informal.
Okay. We are talking about I, you, we are talking to each other like this. Of course, the decorum is always there, although it is informal. But then there is a decorum that yes, you are speaking to a teacher. So certain things
Yes,
have to be kept in mind. Okay. Those things, of course, have to be kept in mind because you're not talking to your friend. So it's not entirely informal as well. But no doubt because you're speaking in the first person,
ma'am, it
so
is
we can say
partially informal and partially formal.
perfect. Partially informal because you're using I and you, but formal because you're speaking to a teacher, you are in the class. So you are bound by certain rules. That is why we can say it's partially formal, it's partially informal. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, what is a what how you should write true things or false things in your diary?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, true
we
thing.
should be honest. Like true things you have to write.
We should be writing true things only. Everybody feels they should be honest when they're writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll show you an
Because it is
example of
our
a
own
yes,
secret.
beta. Yes, it is our own secret. Why speak lies to ourselves? Now I'll show you an example of a diary entry. How the clues would be given to you. Okay. Now you will see some points are given to you. First, you will read the points. Then you will read the diary entry, how we have written the diary, and try and relate the main points with the diary. How many points are we writing in the diary? How many main points we have taken? See the format of the diary. Can you see the format of the diary, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm showing you an example also. Day, date, time, and now we have, see this. Please read this. Read the question, read the points, and then we'll see the diary. Read the question and read the clue points.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, in the exam, do we get the clues also for diary?
Yes, beta, you will get the clues for the diary. In class 9th, we always give clues because this is the first time we'll be writing. So the clues will be
Okay,
given.
ma'am.
Just read the diary also, then we'll see which point, how it has been elaborated in the diary. This I'll ask you. Like the first is write about pain in watching the majestic bear. Then which lines you felt that this point has come. This is how I'll ask you. Abhi to just read it.
Ma'am, can you please just scroll up?
Up means
Ma'am, like I have read
Ma'am, down.
the
okay, and at the same time I do up and down. What you want to read? First tell me. Why up? What you want to read in up?
ma'am the
Ma'am, the
left
next
part
part
of
of
the
the
diary.
diary.
Okay, that I'll certainly do. The last part I'll the diary I'll
Yes,
certainly
ma'am,
show.
I also want.
First, have you all read the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
My priority first was to show you the question and to show you the main points. What was the first main point which is discussed here? What is the first point which is given to you, children?
Ma'am, the pain in watching
Ma'am, we
majestic
should
bear
write
in
about
captivity.
our pain in watching the majestic bear in captivity.
And the second point is
Ma'am, throw the
Ma-
light on pain it might be feeling there.
yes. And the third one,
Discuss the cruelty
this
in keeping animals in captivity just for pleasure of
good,
human beings.
good. And what about the last?
Discuss the
discuss
things
the
that should be
things
done
that
to
should
change
be
the
done to
situation.
change the situation.
Now you see how the name has been written at the last. See. See the proper format, read it nicely, then we'll discuss.
What is majestic?
Majestic is royal.
Okay, ma'am.
Read it carefully, take your time, slowly relate each line to which clue was given to you. Then accordingly we'll discuss it.
Ma'am, what does subject animals refers to?
Subject animal refers to means subject to means what they are
Ma'am.
facing or what they are undergoing. Okay, he was
Okay,
subjected
ma'am.
to cruel punishment. Means he was given cruel punishment or he had to face cruel punishment. Subject to is to undergo, experience, or to face better.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Peter.
Ma'am, the screen is not visible clearly.
Others can see.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Better than adjust your laptop. The one who said, because here I can see the screen very clearly on my laptop. Others are also saying they are able to see. So you try and adjust yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
When you read beta, keep in mind that which part is related to which of the main point that I had discussed with you. Whoever has finished reading, just raise your hands. I'll ask a few questions as to which point is elaborated how. Let me see if anyone is ready. Anyone has raised hands? Three people, Puneet, Gargi, and Naina. Okay, fine. Puneet, you tell me, which part of your diary reflects the first clue which is given? Puneet, are you there?
Ma'am, it was raised by mistake.
Okay, fine. Then let me ask the second child. Gargi, by mistake or you have really raised your hand?
Ma'am, I have really raised it.
Okay, the first clue, which part of the diary it is reflected? Tell us.
Ma'am, the part which says that today I saw a majestic bear in the zoo and it made me see the reality of life reflects the first part or the first clue.
Okay. Who is the next one to raise hands? Naina.
Ma'am, I.
Naina,
Yes,
tell me
ma'am.
which part reflects the second viewpoint.
Ma'am, the part, it has its own share of joys and sorrows. Life can be joyride for some and a painful experience for others. This reflects the third, this reflects the second clue of the diary entry.
Yes, it must be feeling that, oh, I'm here, others are so happy because they
Yes,
are
ma'am.
outside. Okay. Pavni is the third child to raise hand. Discuss the cruelty in keeping animals. Which part, beta? Tell me.
Ma'am, this line, they have to live in captivity and even die for the selfish needs of man.
Very good. See, it was written that it is only the pleasure for humans that they have to undergo this. Okay, Viresh. Next one. Next point. Please elaborate.
Ma'am, I have taken a strong resolve that I will bring change in the mentality of people. I will try to sensitize them about rights of wild animals.
Do
This
you
was
agree with
about
what is saying? Yes? Yes or no? Okay. Jigyasa is also there. Jigyasa, the first point according to you. Where is it elaborated in the diary?
Ma'am, the first point is today I saw a majestic bear in the zoo and it made me see the reality of life. It has its own share of joys and sorrows.
Yes, beta. Is there anyone else who has raised hand? Okay. Gargi, which one did you tell earlier?
Ma'am, first one.
Now you tell the second one.
Ma'am,
Now
the
you tell
second
the
one
second one.
elaborated in the line that life can be a joyride for some and a painful experience for others, and human beings themselves enjoy all liberties but subject animals to brutal and inhuman treatment. This is there for the second clue.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Naina, you did which one earlier?
Ma'am, this one only.
Okay, you tell me about the first one.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the part today I saw the majestic bear in the zoo. It made me see reality of life. This part relates to the first clue of the diary entry.
Okay, good. Very few hands. Viresh, which one did you discuss earlier?
the 4 point.
You discussed the third one now.
Ma'am, just a second, let me mark that 3rd point.
Take your time.
Yes, ma'am, I found out the line they have to live in captivity and even die for selfish needs of man.
Good,
The
good.
news of
Jigyasa, very good. Jigyasa, which one did you do?
Ma'am, the first one.
You do the last one now.
Okay, ma'am. I have taken a strong resolve that I will bring a change in the mentality of people. I will try to sensitize them about the rights of the wild animals.
Okay, fine, good. Children, now I'll give you 2 minutes. If you were supposed to write this, exactly the same clues were given to you, what would you have written and how would you have written? Okay, this is what you need to plan now. You can plan in your mind, you can speak, you can write, whatever you feel like. Giving you 4 minutes or something. If you were given the same clues, see, obviously the date and time and dear diary would, this format would remain the same. But how you would write, that I want to know. Please start planning. Raise your hands. We'll see how you would write this. You have your own way, na? Clues will remain the same, but how you express yourself should be different. Whoever is ready, raise your hand.
Ma'am, like we have to prepare a whole diary entry now.
Ah, you can speak also, you can write also, whatever is convenient to you. Or we can do one thing, just the first two
Oh,
points first. Okay, that would be easier for you all also. Just the first 2 points.
okay,
How
ma'am.
would you people elaborate? So whoever finishes the first 2 points can raise their hands and then we'll take up the next two. Let me know whoever is ready with the first 2 points. Okay, Naina, start speaking about the first 2 points. You've raised your hand. You're ready, you said. Start, beta.
Yes, ma'am. Today, while I was in the zoo, I saw a majestic bear. He was captured in the cage and was very sad. He couldn't share his sorrows to anybody as he was alone. It made me feel very unhappy when I saw its condition. He should also get all the liberties and freedom of life which we human beings have.
Very good, beta. Very nicely elaborated the first 2 points. You prepared the next two. Okay. And
Okay,
others, I'm
ma'am.
still waiting. I'm waiting for the others.
Ma'am, may I read mine?
Yes, why not? Start, beta.
Dear Diary, today I went to the zoo with my family. I was really excited to visit the place. At first, I thought how glad those animals might feel when they see too many people gather around them just to take a look of them. But when I came across a majestic bear in the cage, I realized that my thoughts were totally wrong. It looked very sad in the cage. I felt sorry for him. He was caged just for the sake of the enjoyment of us humans. The poor animal was looking lifeless in the captivity.
Excellent, beta. Beautifully described. Very nice. Could make out the feelings of the bear. Good, good. Very good.
Thank you,
I'm
ma'am.
still waiting for others. You plan the next 2 points. Hurry up, others. The first 2 points, beta.
Ma'am, now may I?
Yes, beta, speak.
Dear Diary, today I went to the zoo and saw a majestic bear. I was really happy to see that bear, but when I went close to him, I could feel the pain he felt inside the cage. I could see the pain in his eyes that he felt while being captivated. I felt that he also has a right to roam around freely where he should.
Very good, beta. Very good. You people are planning it very nicely. Too good. Those who've done the first two can start preparing the next ones. Others, please speak out the first 2 points, beta. Just the first 2 points I'm telling you. Quick, speak, bache. I'm waiting for others. Hurry up, children. Hurry up. Few minutes are left. Speak out. Those who are done with the last 2 points can also speak in case these children are not speaking for the first two. Speak out, speak out. I'm waiting. Nobody's planned the last two lines?
Ma'am, just a minute, writing the last two lines.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, done.
Speak better.
Ma'am, the last 2 points are in today's world, everyone wants freedom for all, equal rights. They talk of removing differences, but they always forget about these innocent creatures. Don't they think that these creatures also have their feelings? How selfish are we humans that we captivate these animals for our pleasure? Now, I have decided that I would come forward and speak for the rights of these creatures. I would try my best to return their happiness.
Excellent. Very well done. Very nicely planned.
Ma'am, now
And
may I?
start, better start.
The second, the 2 points are I couldn't understand how we can capture all the beautiful creatures in captivity just for our sake of enjoyment. Earlier, I used to think that these animals may feel happy in the zoo, but now I realized that how cruelly these animals are kept. The bear was very unhappy and has lost his spirit. Now I have decided that I should change the thinking of the people and fight for their rights which they want. Naina Sharma.
Excellent. This is how you end up by writing your name at the end. So, see, when you were writing this or when you were speaking this, you must have really felt that pain or that kind of
Yes,
feeling which
ma'am.
the bear must be
Yes,
feeling.
ma'am.
Although this has not happened with you, this has not happened with you as of now. Presently, it has not happened.